10 signs you're in an incompatible relationship according to psychology. In order for a relationship to work, love alone is not enough, but compatibility plays a significant role. Every relationship has its highs and lows, but how can you tell if the issues you're facing are just bumps in the road or signs of a deeper incompatibility? You might look at your relationship and question whether the disagreements and discomforts you're experiencing are normal, or if they're indicative of a fundamental mismatch. How do you discern between temporary challenges and signs that you're in an incompatible relationship? After years of studying relationships, both personally and academically, I've identified 10 signs, backed by psychology, that could reveal the truth about your romantic partnership. If these signs hit close to home, it might be time to reevaluate your relationship. 1. Your values don't align. Core values are fundamental beliefs and principles that guide your life choices and decisions. For instance, if one partner highly values honesty, while the other is more flexible with the truth, this value misalignment can create an environment of mistrust. Similarly, differing views on family, work ethic, and lifestyle choices can lead to disagreements and resentment. It's not necessary for all your values to align perfectly, but a substantial mismatch in core values can lead to recurring conflicts, a lack of understanding, and dissatisfaction, as each partner may struggle to see the other's perspective. This can result in a relationship where partners feel they are living parallel lives, unable to truly connect on what matters most to them. If you and your partner have significantly different core values, e.g., views on honesty, work ethic, family, it can lead to ongoing conflicts and friction. 2. You have different life goals. Alignment on key life goals is crucial for a compatible relationship. Discrepancies in major life decisions, such as marriage, where to live, whether to have children, career ambitions, or even lifestyle choices, can lead to significant discord. It's not just about what you want in the present, but also where you see yourselves in the future. When one partner's dreams and aspirations vastly differ from the other's, it becomes challenging to envision a shared future. This misalignment can lead to feelings of resentment or sacrifice, where one or both partners may feel they are giving up their dreams for the relationship. Compromise is essential in any relationship, but if the compromise pertains to fundamental life goals, it may lead to long-term dissatisfaction and regret. For example, if one partner wants to quit their 9-to-5 job for a remote one and travel the world, while the other wants to settle down and start a family, well, this mismatch in life visions can create a constant tension in your relationship. You might find yourselves unable to resolve issues effectively because you want fundamentally different things. It's important to have an open conversation about your dreams and aspirations. Being in a relationship should feel like a shared journey towards a common future. If you can't see a future with your partner, it's time to take a step back and reconsider. So, if you find yourself constantly at odds with your partner about your life paths, it might be a sign of deeper incompatibility. 3. You're constantly fighting. While some conflict is normal, constant arguments, especially about fundamental issues or values, can be a sign of incompatibility. When efforts to address these issues don't lead to improvements, this persistent conflict can indicate deep-seated incompatibilities in values, beliefs, or lifestyles. Frequent arguments can create an environment of tension and hostility, making the relationship more about battles than about love and support. If you find yourselves constantly stuck in a loop of endless arguments and the peaceful moments are few and far between, it's a red flag, as you and your partner are most likely not on the same page. This constant conflict will lead you to feeling chronically unhappy or dissatisfied in a relationship due to various unresolved issues. This persistent unhappiness can erode the foundation of the relationship, drain your energy, and affect your overall well-being, making it challenging to maintain a healthy and loving relationship. 4. You can't be your true self. In a healthy and compatible relationship, both partners should feel comfortable being their authentic selves. However, If you find yourself constantly adjusting your behavior, suppressing your feelings, or hiding parts of your personality to avoid conflicts or to fit into your partner's image of an ideal partner, it's a clear sign of incompatibility. Being in a relationship shouldn't mean losing your identity and self-worth. If you can't be your true self with your partner, it's worth asking whether this relationship is right for you. A healthy relationship should help you grow as an individual, not stunt your growth or change who you are. You should be loved for who you are, not for who your partner wants you to be. You are not interested in each other's lives, showing little interest in each other's activities, passions, or daily life can indicate a lack of connection and compatibility. This lack of engagement can manifest as not asking about each other's day, ignoring each other's passions or hobbies, or being indifferent to each other's experiences. This behavior can make partners feel isolated and unimportant, leading to a disconnection that's hard to bridge. Not being interested in each other's lives also manifest as not enjoying each other's company or not being each other's priorities. If you find yourself frequently seeking company outside your relationship, or if you're consistently relieved when your partner is away, it could be a sign that your relationship isn't quite on solid ground. Similarly, if your partner's consistently choosing other commitments, whether it's works, friends, or even hobbies, over spending time with you, it points towards the same issue. When there's a lack of interest in what the other person does, feels, or cares about, the relationship might feel superficial. You don't genuinely show an interest in each other's lives. If this dynamic is missing, it might signal a deeper incompatibility. You are constantly criticizing. In a relationship, it's normal to have occasional disagreements and constructive criticism. But when criticism becomes a persistent part of your interactions, it can be a sign of incompatibility. According to psychologist Dr. John Gottman, constant criticism is one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse, behaviors that predict relationship failure. Criticism goes beyond just voicing a complaint or disagreement. It's an attack on your partner's character or personality. Instead of saying, "I'm upset because you didn't call me," it becomes, "You're so inconsiderate, you never think about me." If you notice that your partner is always critical of you, or vice versa, it could be a sign that there's a deeper issue at play. It might not just be about the specific things you're arguing about, but a fundamental mismatch in how you view each other. 7. You feel emotionally disconnected. If you consistently feel emotionally disconnected from your partner, or if your emotional needs are consistently unmet, this can signal incompatibility. Emotional connection is what often distinguishes a romantic relationship from a friendship. If you consistently feel emotionally disconnected from your partner, it's a significant issue. This might manifest as feeling lonely even when you're together, not sharing your true feelings, or feeling that your partner doesn't understand or empathize with you. Emotional disconnection can stem from various issues, including unresolved conflicts, lack of quality time together, or differing emotional needs. When emotional needs are consistently unmet, it can lead to a relationship that feels empty and unsatisfying. 8. You don't feel respected. Mutual respect is a cornerstone of any healthy relationship. It involves acknowledging and appreciating each other's feelings, opinions, individuality, and boundaries. A persistent lack of respect can manifest as belittling comments, disregard for each other's feelings, or overstepping personal boundaries. This behavior creates an environment of hostility and contempt, which are toxic to a relationship. When respect is lacking in a relationship, partners may feel undervalued and misunderstood. You may find that your opinions are dismissed or your feelings are trivialized. It can also manifest in the form of controlling behavior, where one partner tries to dictate the other's actions or decisions. Everyone deserves to be treated with kindness and consideration. If you constantly feel disrespected in your relationship, it's a strong indicator that you and your partner might not be compatible. Don't settle for anything less. 9. Your communication is suffering. Psychologists affirm that communication forms the bedrock of any successful relationship. Regular misunderstandings or difficulty in effectively communicating can be a sign of deeper issues. When things start to go south, one of the first signs is often a breakdown in communication. You may notice that you're not talking as much, or your conversations feel superficial and lack depth. When efforts to improve communication fail repeatedly, it can indicate a deeper incompatibility. Persistent miscommunication can lead to misunderstandings, hurt feelings, and unresolved conflicts. This could be due to different communication styles, inability to effectively express emotions, or simply not understanding each other's perspectives. Frustration may start to creep in when you feel misunderstood or unheard. You might find yourself resorting to silence because it feels easier than trying to explain your point of view. Over time, this constant miscommunication can build up a wall of frustration and emotional distance, making it hard for partners to connect and understand each other. 10. Your gut feeling is telling you something is off. Ultimately, one of the most powerful indicators of an incompatible relationship is your gut feeling. Your intuition is a powerful tool and often knows what's best for you before you consciously realize it. If something feels off in your relationship and you can't shake off that feeling, it's important to pay attention to it. Your gut feeling might be picking up on signs of incompatibility that your conscious mind hasn't yet acknowledged. You deserve a relationship where you feel loved, respected, and valued. Trust your instincts. Our intuition is more powerful than we give it credit for. Understanding incompatibility. Incompatibility is a misalignment that can permeate every aspect of your relationship, making it difficult to find common ground or to build a future together. Incompatibility also doesn't mean that love isn't present. You might still love your partner deeply, but recognize that your relationship isn't fostering happiness or growth for either of you. The key is to remember that incompatibility isn't necessarily anyone's fault. Two people can be wonderful individuals, but simply not work well together romantically. Comprehending incompatibility requires introspection and honesty with oneself. It involves taking off the rose-colored glasses and seeing the relationship for what it really is, not what you want it to be. This isn't always easy. It can be painful to confront the reality that your relationship might not be as harmonious as you thought. Understanding incompatibility is about acknowledging its presence and having the courage to take the necessary steps towards resolution, whether that means working on the relationship or deciding to part ways. Your goal is to build a relationship that brings joy, support, and growth into your life. If your current relationship doesn't align with these objectives despite earnest efforts, it might be time to reassess its viability and possibly to make a difficult but necessary decision. Understanding incompatibility is a journey towards a better understanding of yourself and what you need from a romantic partnership. Each step brings you closer to a relationship that truly resonates with who you are.